Hey guys, J77 here doing another vlog, and this one, I love it when someone put their foot in their mouth and everybody seems to have caught on very quickly. But that's what happened with a Fox News anchor on Saturday with Fox and Friends. Now, as you all know, a lot of news people are covering it, giving their own side of the story. But this one, Anna Coleman, I believe her name is has said a remark on Saturday that everybody knew, including some of her people who worked close to her, knew was not true. In a story, she said that from a source, he said that Obama was going to use um, his own money to open a Muslim museum aimed aiming at the government shutdown. Now, as you all know, because of the shutdown, a lot of museums who gets federal fundings are no longer in operation. They pretty much closed down. This sparked after what happened with some military vets. They got into a heated argument with the park rangers to no fault of their own. As you know, the monument that they was going to go to cannot be open without some kind of rangers presence, and because they're not, because of the free furlough, they're pretty much out of their job. There is no one watching over that building. This led to the Fox pretty much going on a rant because of the situation. They saying that there's no reason for the park to be closed, when the reality is, and everybody knows that there is a legitimate reason. But that's besides the point. This reporter carelessly made a false remark, stating that Obama was using his own money to open up Muslim museums, while the Republicans was going to use their money to actually keep this monument open. A terrible mistake, considering that news report was not legit, and the fact that obviously she didn't double check or have her producers double check the story before she said this. They did tweet an apology, but according to the report from the Associated Press, they are planning to make a formal apology live on air on Saturday. There was it's it's an embarrassment, and it also shows how Fox has become more of a propaganda news than anything else that I've seen. This is a perfect example of that, because one, you expect your news to be accurate, at least make sure they have the facts straight. But they were so far in the motion and so far in trying to put this whole shutdown on just Obama and not looking at the overall picture, where I feel personally that everybody shares the blame. But yes, I think more of the Republicans, because the Republicans put something on the table that had no business being put on there, even despite the fact that the Democrats have actually have worked on a deal to actually trim the budget a lot more than what I actually wanted. But that was not good enough, and now we got in a situation where it's not even about the Obamacare anymore. It's about pretty much you wanted to respect our party or else. And this is just a prime example of the news not reporting the news. Now, she did say she apologized. It won't happen again. But even though, let's face it, I don't take that as serious. I take that as seriously as someone writing down my bad. This is just terrible, awful journalism, and this is not on the first time Fox have done this. So to me, her apology really don't mean nothing. It did say in this article, it says Fox will correct the mistake on the air this Saturday. The spokesperson said Fox policy is to correct mistakes of the same show where they was made. To me, this should never have been an issue, okay? It should never have been even up the discussion. Have Fox News pretty much do what you expect them to do, report news. To me, that's just entertainment news, in my opinion. That's just almost tabloid news, and that whole bunch over there reflects that. Oh man, this has just been it's sad. It really is sad. It really is sad. Uh, it's 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 bad. It's really really bad. Then in the last two paragraphs, it says at least one thing is accurate in the story. This actually is an international museum, Muslim museum, in Jackson, Mississippi. It has been open since 2001. The museum does not take federal operation funds. See right there, you just screwed up, and it's not affected by the shutdown. Says some of the reporters. She said this was belittled to get. She was belittled to get dozens of calls regarding Obama. Some of them describing in the past few days, disturbing in the past few days. One of her co-workers pointed out the story. Of course, they're supposed to check the facts, said, but often they don't. Well, there you go. He can make these same mistakes. And to be honest with you, it's not a coincidence. Um, I look at these programs, Fox and Friends, and all these other individual news programs, it's nothing more than a panel for the GOP and a propaganda piece to stir up the crowd. That was why I'm not buying that apology. But I'll leave the link below. You guys can check it out yourself. But to me, this is go to show where our news is heading. This is inexcusable journalism, and to me, unfortunately, this has become acceptable in a lot of places, and it's sad because you expect the news to report the accurate news without any form of agenda behind it. But unfortunately, we're living in a different age, and the bigger the corporations and what their stands on, it's going to reflect heavily on the news that's being reported. But what you guys think about this, like the link below, you can let me know. Until then, it's J77 saying take care, be safe, talk to you soon.